Truly an underappreciated title back when it released. These scores blow me away though. They make me feel like I played an entirely different game. Got a little secret for you. Sonic Unleashed is pretty awesome. Welcome to completion number 104 of the Potato Backlog Project. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video for the only rating that matters in 2024, the Tater Raider, and let's talk about Sonic Unleashed. Released all the way back in 2008, Sonic Unleashed is not a perfect game. It is not without its faults and imperfections. I also recognize that I played the 360 version on Series SX, which did receive the FPS boost treatment from Microsoft, and from everything that I've read, it did make a pretty big difference. This is the last Sonic game I had in my backlog, and I saved it to the end because I thought it was bad. I was actually dreading playing it. It was regarded as horrible back in the day, and I only bought it because it was on sale. This narrative does seem to have changed as time has passed. A little research before making this video has shown me that a lot of players and fans have come around on Sonic Unleashed. I just don't think people were ready for the drastic change that the Werehog levels brought to the table. The mixture of classic Sonic Speed 3D levels and then slower beat-em-up style levels with platforming and some puzzle solving wasn't something that had been done before in a Sonic game. The two level styles are split up with an in-game night and day phase. By day you are Sonic the Hedgehog, and at night you turn into Sonic. There's a little take on werewolves there, if you didn't catch that. The Sonic levels are awesome. The speed and visuals are top notch. They have great replayability and feel smooth and intuitive. I ended up playing Unleashed fresh on the heels of my Sonic Adventure completion, and this feels more like what I was hoping for in the Sonic Adventure hub world. This hub world was actually fun to explore, and they did a good job linking the hub world with the actual stages to make a more complete game. There are also NPC characters there to help drive the story, and they add a little bit of charm to the locations that you visit. There isn't anything crazy deep here, but I do appreciate the effort into trying to breathe more life into the hub world, because if you're gonna have one, you might as well make it serve a purpose and actually be something a player would want to engage with. The Werehog stages are interesting. Where Sonic starts out with pretty basic combat and combo options. This for me was a bit of a misstep. You do unlock more abilities as you level up, unlocking more combo options as well, which eventually really opens up these stages and makes it much more fun to play through. Where Sonic should have started with more combo options, he feels stiff and limited when you first get control, and I think that's maybe what turned people off of him in the early stages of the game. The jumping takes a little bit to get used to, and the platforming with stretchy arm grabs can be a little finicky, but it wasn't detrimental, and after a couple hours I was used to how he controlled and understood what I could and couldn't do with the character. The story of Sonic Unleashed was more interesting than usual for me, with the world actually literally cracking open, and you essentially needing to heal the Chaos Emeralds to help put the world back together one continent at a time. You will have to talk to the NPCs, talk to Sonic's friends, and travel back and forth at times to the different locations to further the story along and unlock new levels. The one weakness I did find in the story were some small inconsistencies that kept popping up here and there. They don't really explain why Sonic transforms into the Werehog near the start of the game. It just happens and they're just okay with it. Sometimes when people see him they freak out, other times they don't even bat an eye. Tails was like, oh man, that's crazy, and then Amy was freaking out, wouldn't even talk to him. It feels like it takes giant leaps at times, which pulls you out of things a little bit. Visually, the game is gorgeous. Everything holds up really well, even today. This is shown off really well in the story cinematics, the cutscenes, and the Sonic levels, where even at super speed, everything just looks awesome and flies by super smooth. I'm not sure if this was boosted further playing on the Series X, or if the game also looked this good back in 2008. I think this might be a game that Sega pulled from digital stores in recent years. I had read they had done that with certain games that didn't reach a certain Metacritic threshold, but if you can find it and you like Sonic the Hedgehog, you need to give this one a chance. Through all the Sonic games in my backlog, this one ended up being the most interesting. It might not have been the best one that I played, but it was one of the very few that looked like Sega hadn't rushed it out the door. They had time to develop ideas and to take risks. It's a shame this wasn't praised more back when it was released, because these are the kind of risks and chances developers take that grow franchises, keeping them fresh and fun and making them even greater in the future. IGN gave this a 4 out of 10. That's unreal, even for IGN. 4 happy potato faces out of 5 for innovation and risk-taking and helping me finish off my Sonic games with a fun and memorable experience. With that, the Backlog Project rolls on. Feel free to check out my other Sonic videos, share your thoughts and stuff in the comments below. Like, subscribe, join, support, hit all the things, do the things, or where Sonic will come and haunt your dreams. Be kind to yourselves and others that deserve it. We're on to the next one. So let go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it, you know it, you know it, you know it. By day, you are Sonic the Hedgehog, familiar blue rodent type alien space speed creature.